Good, good. It's going well. Teaching different class, for me, it's a lot different, but I've enjoyed it. It's a good start for me.
What are you teaching home ec?
More U.S. history.
Oh, okay.
Did you just say home ec? Hey, I did sweep the carpet last Sunday I did. She only said you missed a spot like 10 times, so I'm getting better.
And it
It's
takes,
just like mowing.
Just like
yeah, yeah. And then you go back and mow the next time, it's like, how did I miss that spot?
I mowed my late brother's yard, right, he was in Florida, and he let me, I was on the rider, and the neighbors were like, is he like, and then he never asked me again, because he had to be straight, and
Oh, yeah.
and I was just trying to cut.
One's like a baseball field.
So all the vacant, he never asked me again, he asked somebody else to go do it, yeah. I was fired, my brother fired me.
Morning. Welcome to the Board of Works. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, let the minutes reflect that our Board of Works member George Clemens is absent. So we'll
Thank you.
go to the approval of the minutes from September 2nd meeting.
I move to accept.
All right, I'll second that. Further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Thank you. There are some adjustments from the wastewater payment office that are just here for your edification. They require no action. So those have been presented. So let's move into new business. We'll start item 1. Engineer Aeronaut will present a pay application.
Okay, what I'm presenting to the board here is, we typically call them pay application. It's called disbursement number 1 in this instance. It's for the build, operate, transfer project we're doing with GM Development for the Parks Department, maintenance and admin facility. So they've incurred thus far into the project $1,030,265.86 in costs. After our retainage of 10% of the hard cost in there, they're requesting disbursement of $931,873.06. I've went through the itemized schedule of how they came to this value and verified that the work that they're saying has been done is in fact complete. There is, some of this is a material cost. The steel has been delivered to the site and it's actually actively being erected. So you'll probably be able to go by the site and understand that this kind of money has been put into it by this point very soon. So coming along, and my recommendation is the board approve this disbursement. And I've worked with the mayor and the clerk to ensure we had an account with this to appropriate from.
All right, questions?
No, I move to approve.
I'll second that. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. Thanks, Aaron. Item 2 would be the another project, the Arnold property, the disposition of that property. Jeremy?
Yes, we're working with the developer to start that disposition process. The redevelopment commission did what it needed to do at its meeting on Monday. When we took ownership of that property through a tax sale from the receivership, the property is put into the city of Warsaw's name. In order for us to dispose of this property in the fashion that we're disposing of it, it needs to be in the Warsaw Redevelopment Commission's name. So this is the city's portion of transferring that real estate to the Warsaw Redevelopment Commission. So you're basically saying that the city is transferring this property to Warsaw Redevelopment Commission, and the Warsaw Redevelopment Commission will then dispose of that property to Real America as they develop the apartment buildings.
A required step in the process.
Yes, each different entity has a different way of disposing property. So in order for us to do this development deal with the 2525 Durban, it needs to be in the Warsaw Redevelopment Commission's ownership. And this document will do that.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I move to approve.
A second. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Jeremy, when do you anticipate they'll start moving dirt?
They wanted to start ASAP. I think if they had it their way, they probably would have started a month ago. But we've been working with IFA and IDEM on the Brownsville cleanup. That work has mostly been done. They have some environmental things that they're doing on the other property that we did not own, which was next to the Arnault property. So some of that work's being done. The system that is installed is kind of a vac system to remove some contaminants from the ground. So that system should be fired up here shortly. But they will start construction probably within the next week or two, assuming that they get the contractors out there.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate your work on that. Planning, Justin, you've got a copy machine contract.
I'm just requesting approval of the proposal from ITG. This is piggybacking on the contractor that the mayor's office recently selected. Stacy did some really good research on finding a company that would deliver a quality service and save the city money. So our current copier is on its last leg. It's no longer serviced by Canon. So we just like to look at upgrading that machine and switching our service provider. So with your approval, I'd like to move forward with this proposal.
All right.
I move to approve.
I will second that. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. Thanks, Justin. How are you?
Very good. Good morning.
Good. Do you want to talk about the football game
I
tonight?
would love to. 7 o'clock, Northwood. Need to be there. It's going to be an awesome game. Both teams are 4-0. You can quote me.
And Isaac Beam will be anchoring the
Number
right side of the
75.
defensive line.
It'd be fun to watch. Moving right along. Police Department would like permission to apply for 2 grants. Would you like me to separate these or?
Sure.
Okay. The first grant is for the CHIRP grant. It's a comprehensive Hoosier Highway Injury Reduction Program. This used to be the Operation Pullover and also the Driving Under the Influence grant. These grants, both of them, pay for off-duty officers to come in and do extra traffic enforcement. These grants are funded through the National Highway Traffic Safety Board, but locally they're managed through Winona Lake, the city of town Winona Lake, I'm sorry. Looking for hopefully $20,000. That was about the same that we got last year. And it's a non-matching fund. So I'm just asking for permission to apply.
I move to approve.
I second that. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
The second grant that we are looking at is a SAVE grant. It's a Stop Arm Violation grant. These are very, very important for, obviously, for our children's safety. Last year, we were awarded $4,500, our portion, and that's the same amount. It's also going to be funded through the National Highway Traffic Safety, but also Winona Lake will be managing that as well. So asking permission to apply for the SAFE grant, non-matching funds.
Okay,
Move to approve.
I'll second. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right,
Thank you.
good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Chief, you gonna present the auction request, auction contract?
Yes, we just are asking for authorization to move forward with Metzger's auction for the purpose of just having an online auction. This is kind of scheduled along with that of the counties having an auction, but it's online, so our property will be held at the police department. Any of the city departments have been asked to participate, and those items will all be, like I said, housed or stored at the police department prior to being sold in the auction.
I move to approve.
Second. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thanks, Chief. Brian?
This is our annual agreement with the USGS for the stream gauge that we have at the Pike Lake outfall by the dam. We've done this contract for many years. This data will be helpful for any drainage projects or stream project improvements we want in the future. It's also valuable for flood gauge readings. So we just are asking to continue this agreement with the USGS.
Is the amount the same?
I believe it's the same dollar amount,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay,
We've done this for, I don't know.
Many years.
Many years. They put this stream gauge in and then they were going to remove it unless we wanted to continue to pay for its operation, and it's some useful data, so we have continued to pay that every year.
this one's not available on the DNR site, is it?
I believe it is available on
Is
the
it?
DNR. I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Not DNR, the Weather Service.
Oh, I don't think it's on the Weather Service.
I know when flooding becomes an issue, I check the different areas, and I don't believe I've seen this one. Well, it's not critical, I was just curious. What's critical is that it works.
Yeah, it works.
Questions?
Move to accept.
Second, further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. We have one special claim, which aligns with the payment to GM Development, $931,873.06.
I move to approve.
Second, further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, thank you. And the Board of Works, the docket, there's just claims docket. I looked through it and didn't see anything that piqued my interest.
I move to approve.
All right, I'll second that. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, any other items to be carried forward today?
Mayor, I'd like to publicly thank the chief and Officer Beam for their efforts to serve and protect in our schools. As a teacher and a parent, their visibility is greatly appreciated. Earlier this week, Officer Beam knocking on my classroom door. I was in the middle of a riveting lecture on the Townsend Acts, and he said, "We need to drug test your classroom." My students started cheering, all right, to interrupt my riveting speech, and they came through and did a great job. And so, I'm trying to make a joke here, so please laugh. But no joking matter what they're doing. The visibility, their presence on a variety of fronts, I greatly appreciate it. So thank you, you guys.
Well said, thank you. Anyone else? All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, thank you.
Hey, the dog that they're using to, you picture this